As the number of COVID-19 cases continues to rise globally and right here in Guyana, we encourage everyone to practice social distancing. Wash your hands thoroughly and frequently as we strive to stop the spread of the virus. This is InfoHub for Wednesday, April 8, 2020. Here's what's making the news. Private hospitals may soon be able to begin testing for COVID-19. This is according to the Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Vola Lawrence.
Minister Lawrence explained that our ministry has already initiated the process of possible partnerships with private hospitals as the country tackles COVID-19.
Just a week or so ago, the CMO had the task to reach out to the private hospitals, not only about testing, but also about their facilities and whether they had the necessary space and equipment, etc., to be able to look at COVID cases. That has blossomed into several engagements with many of the private institutions. Today we addressed a few. There are some more to go.
Minister Lawrence also explained that it is not the view of the Ministry of Public Health that only GPHC should be testing for the novel coronavirus. However, the ministry is working with initial guidelines set by PAHO WHO.
We recognize and we know that there are many Guyanese who wouldn't come to the public health sector. They go to their private physician, and that's their choice. And so we want to ensure that we can be able to work with the private entities to ensure that they can provide the services for their clientele.
The Public Health Ministry encourages all citizens to take advantage of an app launched which gives the opportunity to personally report any symptoms you may have related to COVID-19.
I now wish to enlighten you further on the use of this app. Its purpose is to strengthen the surveillance capacity for early identification of COVID-19 cases and to reduce the long wait for a response when using our hotlines. Your information will be reviewed by the surveillance department, and you would receive a call should you clinically meet the criteria of someone with COVID-19.
For InfoHub, I am Kellon Rover.
For an update on the latest local COVID-19 statistics, follow our social media later this evening. Communities in Regions 7 and 10 were today the Civil Defense Commission's latest stop in the national distribution of relief hampers. Here's that report.
The exercise is part of the Commission's efforts to mitigate the impacts of the measures implemented to prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus. Heading the exercise today was Senior Response Officer of the CDC, Captain Salam October.
When we use the term vulnerable, we mean those who are a bit economically depressed, have very limited opportunity for income generation at this time, and who would have more of an effect as a result of a number of businesses having to close, a number of single parents who now cannot depend on their usual livelihood activities, and a number of other individuals who are unable to engage in economic activity at this time. So this exercise is geared towards bringing temporary relief, ensuring that there is some amount of food-related resources so that they can achieve food security at the individual family level.
The CDC, which is the agency in charge of the National Emergency Operations Center, has indicated that focus will first be placed on vulnerable communities. The Commission has also indicated that it will ensure persons in every community across the nation receives its supplies.
It does not mean that other communities do not face similar economic challenges. It does not mean that while some other communities might not be viewed as economically depressed, that persons within that community should not benefit from this exercise. But this is a phased approach. Because all the resources are not available to complete a blanket exercise at this time, we have to prioritize those who we consider to be most vulnerable.
While the government of Guyana continues to ramp up its efforts in the fight against the novel coronavirus, Guyanese are encouraged to do their part by practicing social and physical distancing, as well as adhering to the advisories from the Ministry of Public Health. Reporting from the Upper Demerara, Upper Berbice region with videographer Kareem Peters, Anara Khan for InfoHub.
Now for an update on the national recount. The Guyana Elections Commission has proposed 156 days to conduct a national recount of the votes cast in the March 2, 2020 general and regional elections. GECOM in a release today said it has taken note of the public ridicule by some commissioners on the draft work plan for the conduct of the national recount. The electoral body says that though cognizant that the 156 days proposed may be lengthy in the present circumstance, the Commission had to consider matters of law in relation to the procedures to conduct this recount, approved decisions of the Commission, and the current COVID-19 pandemic affecting the population. The estimated time for one ballot box to be counted was projected to be 2 hours. Utilizing 3 workstations for 10 hours per day at a central location to count 2,339 boxes, hence the projected duration. GECOM says it finds the comments by the commissioners absurd, distasteful, and unethical, particularly since they are aware that the proposal considered the decisions of the Commission and are still to be finalized. More COVID-19 news. The coalition government is working on several fronts to ease the financial burdens of citizens as the country tackles the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. The government is considering several proposals to offer relief to various sections of the country to cushion the financial fallout from COVID-19. Finance Minister Winston Jordan says that VAT has already been reduced on several items needed as part of the fight against the pandemic.
Most recently, we have reduced considerably the price of fuel. Okay, we have done that already, and we have to study every measure. It's not a case where if X private sector company gives us a whole shopping list that we must go overnight and put it. We have to go through that, cost it, see the viability of it, and everything else before we can even begin to say it's a measure that we will put in place.
Minister Jordan made it clear that the government has its regular functions to perform. These include the payment of salaries, among others, even as it faces huge expenses in the COVID-19 fight.
All of this has to be financed from someplace, usually from our domestic taxes. And insofar as all the measures from the various sources seem to be to remove taxes, then I'm asking the question, how does the government continue to finance its and put out there its government services? Even private sector agencies, especially from the ones who are sending these long shopping lists, have sent home people without pay. The telephone company has just asked people to take a pay cut. It is simple. Expenses have to be paid from revenue.
Moves by those such as Republic Bank to assist the regional territories in which they operate are welcomed by the government, he said, but much more assistance is needed. The minister explained that the push by companies to assist is necessary and welcomed at this time. Whilst the Natural Resources Fund is available, this can only be accessed with parliamentary approval. Paul McAdam for InfoHub. As part of its ongoing efforts to safeguard employees and customers amidst COVID-19 concerns, Republic Bank Limited has announced that it will be cutting its daily operations to serve customers on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays only. The new measures take effect from Tuesday, April 14 and will run until Thursday, April 30, 2020. The bank will continue to operate from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. More news after this short break. Thanks for staying with us. Let's tell you now that the Guyana Revenue Authority, as part of its efforts in the fight against the COVID-19 virus, has announced some additional tax relief measures.
Guyanese can now look forward to the removal of VAT on water and electricity. a measure which took effect from April 1 to June 30. GRA has also announced the removal of VAT on domestic air travel, with effect from April 8 to June 30. There has also been an extension of the April 30 deadline for the filing of tax returns to June 30. However, GRA said estimated remaining taxes used in management financial systems for the year of income 2019 must be paid by April 30th. The entity has also expedited the processing of VAT refunds for businesses and the PAYE refunds for employees. The new measures are in addition to the already announced waiver of VAT and duties on COVID-19 medical supplies and lab testing kits, granting of tax deductions for all donations made by local businesses to staff and the health institutions for the treatment of the virus, and the deferral of the payment of advanced corporate and individual advanced taxes for the year of assessment 2021 and the PAYE for affected businesses until June 30, 2020. GRA said on Tuesday that the entity will support businesses and individuals who have been socially and economically disadvantaged by the threat of the virus. The Revenue Authority also noted that despite having employees working from home, it continues to provide essential services to the tax-paying public, while at the same time collecting vital revenue necessary for the provision of services to the people of Guyana. For InfoHub, Alexis Rodney.
As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to evolve, the Ministry of Finance is advising University of Guyana students who may have challenges meeting their financial obligations at this time that optional interest deferrals for up to 6 months are being offered. An email can be sent to studentloan@finance.gov.gy for more information, or you can call the office on 222-5403. That number again, 222-5403. The ministry is assuring students that their safety and security are paramount. Local celebrities are losing their status and influence to get fans and supporters to adhere to the government's call to stay indoors and limit the spread of COVID-19. Felicia Valenzuela tells us more.
We all have a responsibility to practice the do's and don'ts to limit the spread of COVID-19 by washing our hands with soap and water for about 20 seconds and, of course, sanitizing. But most importantly, we must practice social distancing and adhere to government's call to stay indoors. Local artists and performers have also joined that call, urging their fans and supporters to stay indoors and protect themselves and their families against COVID-19.
We'll stand and fight with you. We'll rise beyond the waves, and though we won't be moved, we've got something to prove. 'Cause where there is life, there is hope. Where there is life, there is definitely hope. My name is Diana Chapman. I'm here to encourage you guys to stay safe as we fight against COVID-19. Be sure to stay at home. Practice social distancing for the benefit of yourself, your family, and your friends.
I give thanks for life. Lord, every day we wake up, we pray. We give thanks to the Almighty for yet another day. So yo, my beautiful Guyanese people, you know this is yours truly, Brandon Harden. And I just want to tell you guys to do the right thing, you know what I mean? Listen to the authorities. You know what I mean? COVID-19 is on a roll right now. If you're going to go on the road, remember to practice social distancing. Wash your hands frequently. And if there's no need for you to be on the road, please stay inside, yeah? Stay inside. Whoa, stay inside.
Junior Monarch is here to sing, but COVID-19 is devastating, breaking my heart, hurting my soul. Why we have to beg you to stay home? You see how it killing everybody. The best thing to do is quarantine. Sanitize, stop rub your face. Oh, I beg you, stop walk round the place. Stay at home. Stay at home. Run up on the road. This thing ain't got no age limit. The strongest how we could still contract it. Them things we learned since nursery school. To wash your hands, don't be a fool. Guyana will rise again. This thing could never stay around here. Cause we are one family. Corona, you're not defeat. Stay at home, Lord, and die. Stay at home.
Soca artist Jomo Primo offered some prayers for protection against the virus.
Coronavirus tried to fight we down. Lord, why? Lord, why? Father, please help us now. God, protect us now. Yeah, from the coronavirus, please, Lord. Yeah, as you go out on the road, put a mask upon your nose. Lord, give you the power to fight it. Not give you the power to trample them, the corona. Trample it. Listen, it is very important that you sanitize yourself. It is very important that you wash your hands frequently. It is very important that you practice social distancing. COVID-19, people, is no joke. You understand? Protect your loved ones. Do it for yourself. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for your country. Do it for your nation. Please obey to the rules. If you don't have nothing to do on the road, stay home. If you can go out on the road and do what you have to do and be home before the curfew, it's much better. Let's stop this before it stops us. You understand? COVID-19, it's no joke. Please, please, I'm begging you, all my friends, fans, and family, loved ones, let's do this together. We could combat this together. Coronavirus is no joke.
Popular DJ Gully Ras, whose real name is Sion LaRose, had some pertinent questions to ask.
Are you protecting yourself from COVID-19, from this deadly virus? You see a lot of people getting infected every day by this virus. Listen, I'm pleading to all Guyanese right now. You need to stay at home. You need to stay at home and protect yourself from this virus called COVID-19. Listen, you need to protect yourself and protect the loved ones. Okay? You need to practice social distancing. Are you following the 6-6 curfew? If you're not doing so, you need to.
Having to stay indoors must be a challenge for those of us who are constantly on the go. But this time around, it might just save your life. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
Here now are some do's and don'ts that can help you to protect yourselves and others as we work together to stop the spread of the deadly coronavirus.
Here now is a short video from the World Health Organization.
Remember to do your part to ensure that you do not put yourself at risk during this time. If you have a cough, fever, or difficulty breathing, seek medical care early. But please call that hotline first. That's all for today. Connect with us on our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, as we bring you the latest and important news related to COVID-19 and much more. Also subscribe to our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your Bridge and Weather reports are up next. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.